You know who I am. I'm Erin Brockovich, not Julie Roberts. I have to tell you, I'm extremely overwhelmed by your response. And I am here for you. I am here for your environment. And I'm a little bit stunned at what's been going on. Since the beginning, you know, people will start to email me, and I was trying to get some sleep, and it was ping, 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 ping. When that happens, something's usually gone on. And it was so many of you sending in pictures, what's happening. I was really taken back. I was sickened, I was upset. I could feel your frustration, your anger, your sorrow. And so I am here for you. I am here for your environment. Look, I'm no stranger to Florida. And yes, Florida has some pollution problems, and you know that's why oftentimes I show up. But I'm here to protect the water. I'm not sure how we've gotten disconnected, but water at every level is life. Water is affecting everything that we do. Water affects your health. Water affects your life, your children, your animals, and here we have water affecting our business. Everything that makes us who we are and how great we are is the water. I've been doing this for 25 years, and I think today is a very good forum for us to help provide you with information. I have found that what frustrates communities, they can handle the truth. What they don't handle is the lie or the cover-up. I think the way we can help you is by informing you what we know, what's happened, and how you got here. And again, listen, I want all of you to know, I could stand here, we all could stand here and blame everybody for everything. But where's that going to get us? What we need to start doing is getting solution-driven. And how this is going to happen is the first thing I'm going to share with you is Superman is not coming. And I'll tell you, I'm not going to stand up here and change what's happening in Southwest Florida. You are. It will be your voices. And I promise you, it's your voices. And I'm going to say something you already know. This is your backyard. You live it, you breathe it, you swim in it, you work here, you know it. This is your fight. And I'm going to tell you, you need to stand up, speak out, don't go away, be involved, and fight for this. And it will take you to do that. And we're going to help you do that the best we can. I've been saying for a while, you know what? We need a Me Too movement for the water. And we've got to go out there. It's complicated and it's not always easy to understand. I think we take it for granted that we just turn on the water or we step outside and everything will be fine. But that's not how it's happening. That's not how it's been. So I want to start with, I've been on an amazing tour, by the way, for the past week. A little taken back, was a little muggier than I thought, a little warmer than I thought. But I started up in Satellite Beach, worked my way down. I had an amazing tour of Lake Okeechobee. I had absolutely no idea the importance of that lake. I've been on a huge learning curve while I've been here. I've had an amazing tour of the Everglades again. Learned something I had no idea, but see, everything is of vital importance around you is this water supply and the unique, amazing ecosystem you have. It's amazing. It's like none other. And that's the truth. And I had an amazing morning out on your river, hence my flip-flops and my hat. I was going to change my clothes and put on my heels, and I thought, what the hell? No way. I'm staying in my flip-flops. You have some wonderful people here. So today is about you. This is about you. This is about how we can get more information to you, because when you know, you will do more and you'll get very involved. So I want you to hear from some of your local community members. And I want to start with a gentleman here that I've worked with, Bob Bocock. How long now? Too long. Too long. 22 years. Bob is my science guy, my water guy, and I've never found anyone that can explain in layman's terms anywhere we've gone throughout the United States about a situation that's going on. I can do it, and Bob's better at it in explaining it. So with that, Bob Bocock and I have been together for a very long time. He's a water master, he knows all about water, and he's going to share with you so you understand. We can't fix something, right? Unless you understand how we got in that situation in the first place. So Bob is going to share that with you. This is Bob Bocock.
I don't want to take up too much of your time because I want to make sure you get a lot of questions answered today. That's the most important part about it. All of you coming out today is getting your questions answered. So I'm going to give you a Reader's Digest version or a quick overview of everything Erin and I have seen for the last week since we've been in Florida. I think that's the most important thing that you can do, is to get a full understanding. People are quick to blame one entity or another, and it's literally 50, 60, maybe 150 things going on simultaneously. And you have to think of it as beginning at the local level. It really does begin at the local level. And then it goes up to the regional, and then it goes up to the state, and then it goes to our federal government. And they're all doing things that they think are in their right priority. And the priorities are all screwed up, and they're in conflict with each other. And we can all do something about it so it doesn't happen again. But if you stop all the activities that have led up to today, you've probably got 50 years to go to get this cleaned up. So you need to understand that it's a really big problem. It took us a long time to get here, and it's going to take us a long time to get out. And you have to really look at it all the way up to Orlando Airport. That's where it starts. And the Kissimmee River watershed, and how that was reworked so that what used to take, weeks, if not months, for a drop of water to kind of transverse through this series of rivers and streams and grasses and keep everything clean and natural. The government came in and cut a channel in here. Yesterday's rainfall is gone, and it's down in Lake Okeechobee tomorrow. Okay, and when it does that, it picks up all the nutrients from agriculture and from wastewater systems and from leaching groundwater that's commingled with septic systems. I mean, it is literally everyone contributing to this problem. Some more than others, and there are quicker solutions to getting more pounds of nutrients removed from the system faster, and that's where we're going to need those local and regional and state and federal legislators to come in and say, no, that's not going to happen anymore. And when we say best management practices, we mean it. No more of this wet noodle approach. They're going to have to get tough, and the state's going to have to take that leadership role. So then all that high nutrient concentrated water finds its way into Lake Okeechobee, okay? And a lot of different things go on in Lake Okeechobee. It is a unique ecosystem in and of itself. It's different than what happens in the Everglades. It's different than what happens on the two river systems that come out to your areas here. And it's important that you understand that. So basically you have a fight against how much water do we conserve for downstream agriculture? How much water do we dump so that we can prepare for storms? What's going on with the nutrient loads? What were our standards that we were supposed to be achieving? Are we even getting close? And the answer is no, and the answer is dump water. And that's kind of what you found yourselves in a situation. You had all that early rainfall in the summer that was unexpected, made some people a little nervous, and they started dumping the water. And then it stopped. And so it's kind of it's back to that issue of priority. So once you get this high nutrient water in here, and it starts coming down the river system here, it's picking up more nutrients. This is your hometown, so you know there's ag on both sides. And there's additional river systems and streams and creeks and septic tank leach fields and broken wastewater treatment plants and broken sewer lines and lift stations, all dumping into this river system. So you've already got a bad situation that started. The blue-green algae started to it's funny we call it a bloom, because bloom is a beautiful word. You think of a flower. It's a rapid, out-of-control growth process. And so that just gets fed in this lake, and then it starts coming out, and you feed it a little bit more, and you feed it a little bit more. And then those same controls and operations on the system by the Water Management District. How much water do we let out to protect the estuary and the salt balance? And what happens when the nutrients come in and kill the grasses? I mean, it's a compounded situation. Then you have the agriculture area here in red, south of Lake Okeechobee. And this is where the Everglades actually began, and where the water is supposed to go down and through and out to the bay. That's not occurring the way it's supposed to occur. As a matter of fact, during some parts of the season, they actually pump the high nutrient runoff or tailwater back into the lake. So you literally just recycle your waste in this big closed loop. And then you have a situation where a lot of things need to take place, where they have demonstrated success in putting in aquatic systems that basically go in and clean the water before it gets into the Everglades. And while those are achieving success, they need more, and they need more storage, and there's programs and projects for that. And there's the South Lake Okeechobee storage reservoir that's been proposed. And you hear the stories about nobody's going to sell the land, we can't get it done, is it the right place? That's a political thing, and that's where, once again, we need to reevaluate our priorities. We're talking about a storage reservoir along the river system here for storage for water, for releases for ecological purposes, and for releases for groundwater recharge for the water supplies for the communities along the river. So you've got those things in conflict, and how do you manage it? That program has been approved. It's in the Water Resource Development Act that has been passed out of the House. It's sitting in the Senate. What I hope to achieve by Erin coming down here and working with all of these interests. I mean, we spent the day out on Lake Okeechobee. We went through the Everglades. We were out on the river this morning. We've been through the watershed, so we've got a good understanding of it, is to share with you the fact that as Erin and I travel around the world, we meet with people in the state of California where we're from. I serve as a water master with two Army Corps dams in my jurisdiction, and in California, a 10-inch rainstorm is 2 years of water supply, and the Corps says, we're a flood control dam. It's sent it to the ocean. So we have problems with the Corps of Engineers in the state of California. Texas has one natural lake. All the lakes in Texas, Corps lakes. They're in conflict with agriculture and communities and urban uses and industrial uses. So if you look at establishing help from a California congressional delegation, with a Texas delegation and a Florida delegation, and we talk about WRDA and getting the Senate to kick it out, that's where we need to go. It's about cooperation and working together. So I think the message that I want to leave you with so that they can get on to questions is, this is everyone's problem. From the person that doesn't pick up their dog poop on the grass as you walk past the waterway, to the person that has the unmanaged septic system, to the industry and the communities with leaking and dilapidated sanitary sewage systems, to the farmer, to the state, to the federal government. So thank you, and I'll let the panel kick off.